Everybody says Frieren works because it's beautiful, it's emotional. I wanted to see if it still works if I don't use either one of those reasons. The rules are simple. We're not gonna praise the animation. We're not gonna hype up the soundtrack. No, it's emotional as an argument. Only story mechanics. So let's get to it. Typically when you have an anime like this, it's about the hero's journey, it's about his adventure to defeat the Demon King, blah, blah, blah. You get the gist, right? See, now Frieren is about what already happened. See, the journey is already over. And instead of asking what's the next fight, the show keeps asking what did all of it actually mean. Time isn't just passing in Frieren, time is actually doing damage. People age, memories fade, relationships expire, and Frieren doesn't notice all of this until it's too late. That concept alone is a really hard thing to pull off, especially without relying on big emotional moments. See, the show doesn't rush you, it lets time do the work. And Frieren works because time isn't a background element. You're no longer subconsciously thinking, well, the journey's going on, so time obviously has to be moving forward. No, the concept of time is literally put on the forefront of your brain, and it's the main antagonist of the show. Another reason why Frieren works without animation is because nothing feels urgent. And while that might sound like a flaw, it's actually the point. There's no countdown clock. There's no, if we don't do this, the world ends. Like, most problems in the show are small and personal. And because nothing is actually screaming for your attention, you actually start paying attention. You TikTok watching brain rotted mother. Anyway, most anime rely on escalation to keep you watching, but Frieren relies on consistency. You don't watch because you're stressed, you watch because you're curious. And in today's age, that's risky because most people will just bounce off the show because of it. Frieren doesn't chase your attention, it kind of throws the bait out there just to wait for you to bite, you know? But for the people that do bite, it works really well on that audience. Reason 3, character growth happens between episodes. Something Frieren does that most anime don't do is let the characters change off screen. There aren't a lot of speeches that announce how a character has grown in the show. You notice it in small things in the show, like kind of how they talk, what they hesitate on, or even things they no longer even say. It trusts you to connect the dots instead of explaining it to you. And because of that, characters feel less like they're being written for an audience and more like they're just living. See, Frieren doesn't show you character arcs, it lets you realize that they've happened in a way that doesn't feel like things have been skipped over, you know? So if you strip away the animation, the music, and the emotional reputation, I did not mention a single one of those, Frieren still works. Not because it's trying to impress you, but because it's confident enough to slow down and let time, subtle changes, and the viewer's own thoughts carry the story. That's the real reason why Frieren feels so different.